evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob Johnson with the Strega Media Network. We're coming to you from Carrollton High School, home of the Warriors, as we have a huge playoff matchup between the Carrollton Warriors and the Riverview Black Bears. Again, I'm Rob Johnson, and I'm joined on the mic tonight in the broadcast with John Taggart. Welcome, John.
Good evening, everyone.
I'm excited for this matchup. Carrollton.
Yep, Carrollton comes in number 3 in the bracket, 19-3 on the year, and Riverview's number 16, 8-14 on the year, but a very tough team.
Well, you're in the win or go home bracket now.
Right.
You know, there's no we're fighting for a league title, but we can play again tomorrow. This is it. So.
Yep, especially for the seniors.
Yep, you're always going to get the best from everybody in this type of game. So, like I said, you know, especially once you get to that next round, you're always playing for tomorrow. So, I'm excited. We've got our starting lineups tonight for Carrollton. We've got Brock Smith, number 2. He's a 6'1" senior. We've got number 5, a 6-foot junior, Lincoln Maloney. Number 12, a 5'10" senior, Jackson Rinks. A 6-foot senior, number 13, Caden Smith. And a 5'11" senior, number 24, Micah Barkin. For the Black Bears, senior, number 11, Brody Border. Senior, number 15, Brody Shrimplin. A sophomore, number 21, Laird Williamson. A senior, number 23, Preston Yoder. And a senior, number 35, Owen Emig. Emig? Okay,
yep,
I'm
Emig.
corrected. It's Emig. Sorry about that, sir. But we'll get it straightened around. We're just getting started. We're getting warmed up. But we've got about 53 seconds, so we're going to kind of take a step back. We're going to let the national anthem, the pregame ceremonies take effect, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a member of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Carrollton High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Riverview High School and Carrollton High School. The officials decided this tournament team have met extensive requirements set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the process approved by the OHSAA's board of directors. The officials for this game are Kevin DeCirio, Janice Workman, and Michael Newton. At this time, would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem? Now the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Riverview Black Bears. Senior, number 11, Brody Porter. Senior, number 15, Brody Shrimpton. Sophomore, number 21, Larry Williamson. Senior, number 23, Preston Yoder. And senior, number 35, Owen Eden. The Black Bears are coached by Ben Belden, assisted by Rich West, Mike Robertson, Gary Griffin, and Danny Holtz. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Carrollton Warriors. Senior, number 2, Brock Smith. Junior, number 5, Lincoln Mallory. Senior, number 12, Jackson Rivas. Senior, number 13, Cleveland Smith. And senior, number 24, Micah Larkin. The Warriors coached by Mike Rockland, assisted by Kyle Pickett, Nick Perry, and John Brown. Good luck to both teams.
Well, the lineups are set. The festivities are over, and it's game time. So here we go, folks. As it appears, Owen Emig and Caden Smith will do the honors of the tip-off here. So here we go, and Carrollton gets the tip-off as Rinks will bring it across the center line. He gets it over into the corner to Brock Smith underneath, and Caden Smith with the first bucket of the ball game. 2-0 Warriors as Emick will bring it up the backcourt. He's going to be guarded by Brock Smith as Emick brings it across the timeline. Gets it over to Williamson. Williamson back to Emig. He's going to dribble, pulls it back out, hands it off to Border. Border's going to dribble to the right side into the corner. That is Yoder. Yoder gets it back out to Emig. Emig hands off to Williamson. Williamson's going to dribble. He's going to push, gets it out to Yoder. Yoder looks, gets it back over to Williamson. Williamson's going to dribble. And he's going to get it tapped away by Mallory. And they're going to say last touched by Riverview. So the ball goes to the Warriors. And they will inbound here at midcourt. So Smith gets it into Rinks. Across the timeline. He's going to dribble. Top of the circle. It's Caden Smith. Back over to Rinks. He's going to dribble. Drives to the hoop. Layup. Good. Nice way for the Warriors to start this game. 4-0. 6:48, first quarter. As Yoder's going to dribble across the timeline. He's going to hand it off. That's going to be Williamson. He's going to dribble, and they're going to call a charge.
Yep, set his feet.
So the ball will go back over to the Warriors, and Smith will again inbound. He gets it off the Rinks. Rinks will jog it up the backcourt, across the center stripe. He's going to look. Gets it off to Smith on the right wing. Over to Mallory on the top of the circle. He's going to dribble, drives.
Loses it.
Dish it off to Micah. Parker to Rinks to Caden Smith. Smith's going to dribble, drive, shoots. Off the rim, no good. And the follow by Barker is good. 6-0 Warriors, 6-12 in this first quarter. As Border's going to bring it up the backcourt, guarded by Barker. He's going to get across the center stripe over to Williamson. Williamson's going to dribble right, brings it to the top, resets, looks. Over to Border. Border inside, back out top to Yoder for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Caden Smith. Smith up to Rinks. Up the floor, it's tapped away, retrieved by Rinks, and he's going to be
pushed out.
fouled. Yeah, that was an easy one. As he tried to kind of nudge Rinks as he was kind of going past him, hoping maybe he'd step out of bounds, but the ref was right there to see that. So Smith into Caden Smith. Over to Rinks. He's going to fake. He's going to drive. Pulls it back out to Brock Smith on the right wing. Inside to Caden Smith. He's going to get it blocked, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he wanted a foul on that one, but
last touch by the Warriors, so Riverview will take possession. Into Emig. Emig's going to bring it up the backcourt, double team, as the Warriors come out in a full court press. Emig at the center stripe. Over to Yoder on the other side. Shot for three, no good. Rebounded by Barker. And Mallory on the left wing is going to dribble. Gets it off to Rinks. Rinks on the right wing. He's going to be double teamed. He's going to dribble. He's going to push. Comes to the left side. Back over to Mallory. Kind of collided there with Caden Smith. Although Caden Smith didn't move much, did he, John?
no.
So Brock Smith going to take it to the hoop, layup, and good. Nice drive by Brock Smith. Brock is a 6'1" senior. Excellent on the ball. So Emig's going to dribble. Cut off by Rinks. Over in the corner to, I believe that's Yoder. Into the corner to Williamson. Williamson back out top. He's trying to get it to Emig, and Emig's going to pull for three. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Caden Smith. Over to Rinks. Rinks is going to push the action up the floor. Pulls it back out, gets it to Caden Smith. Back up top to Rinks. They'll reset. Rinks is going to look over to Brock Smith on the left wing. To Mallory in the left corner for three. Bang! And just like that, Riverview needs a timeout.
Well, you can't give him an inch.
No. Lincoln Mallory, when he gets rolling, you just better watch out because he can go quick, as we witnessed over in Alliance with 38 points. So 3:37 left in this first quarter. 11-0 Warriors.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors for tonight's game, the Carrollton Chiropractic Center, located at 559 Canton Road, Northwest Carrollton, 44615. Phone number 330-627-7611.
Thank you to Carrollton Chiropractic helping us put on this broadcast for the Warriors tonight. I'll tell you what, these folks down here in Carrollton really do support their teams.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
As Coach Belden definitely needed to have a conversation. Coming back out onto the floor will be Yoder, Shrimplin, Emig, Border, and Williamson. Barkin, Smith, Rinks, Smith, and Mallory for the Warriors. As Williamson will give it off to Border. Border's going to dribble up the backcourt, guarded by Barkin. He's going to dribble, drives, gives it off into the corner to Yoder. Yoder looks, picks up his dribble. He's going to give it off to Shrimplin. Shrimplin's going to drive, and they're going to call a block on Caden Smith.
Yeah, they wanted the charge, but I don't think he really had his feet set for that.
No, both of them were a little bit out of control.
That's a hard thing to do defensively, is pick up the charge.
Well, you have to first beat him to the spot and then get set, which makes it a challenge as Williamson spins, drives, and he's going to lose it out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it was last touch by Jackson Rinks.
Yeah, I think it rolled off his foot there.
So 3:10 left in this first quarter. 11-0 Warriors as they get it out top to Border. Border inside to Shrimplin, and he's going to be fouled. He wasn't in the act of shooting, so they will inbound underneath. Emig looking. Gets it into Shrimplin. as Coach Belden is not happy, and Shrimplin falls down, loses the ball. Brock Smith pushes the other way over to Rinks, pulls up for two. Shot no good, rebounded by Williamson for the Black Bears. They're going to push the other way, and they're into the corner to Yoder for three. Bang! 11-3, 2:41 left in this first quarter. Warriors lead. So Rinks is going to get to Brock Smith on the right wing, to Rinks, to Maloney, who's going to drive, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Brock Smith to Rinks. Back out to Caden Smith. He's going to drive, and he's blocked. Coming the other way is Emig. He's going to dribble. Guarded by Rinks. Turns, shoots, layup, good. 11-5, 2:08.
Oh, it was almost like they stopped playing there for a second.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Emig is their best player, and he definitely, you can see it.
Yeah, the game's going to have to run through them if they want to get back in this ball game.
Rinks to Barkin. He's going to lose it. Back to Rinks for two. Shot good. 13-5, 1:42, first quarter. Warriors lead. As Borders going to bring it up the backcourt, cross the timeline. He's going to drive, takes it to the hoop, and it's no good. Rims out. Coming the other way, Rinks is going to push. Off to Brock Smith, layup, no good. And it's going to be retrieved by Barkin to Caden Smith on the left wing. Smith is going to pull, and no good. You can't leave the big man alone. He can shoot the three. As they're going to get it to Yoder. He's going to get it back out to Emig. Emig's going to dribble. Goes to the right. Hands off to Yoder. Yoder's going to dribble. Kicks it over to the Williamson. Who's going to give it to Border. Border to Emig on the right wing. Back over to Border, who gives to Williamson. Williamson's going to dribble. Drives down the lane. Shot up. No good. Shrimpin's going to rebound, and then it was knocked away by Rinks, and then had a little bit of a scrum here, and it's going to be...
Looks like the Warriors got a timeout and the ball.
Nice job by Barkin to hurry up and get the timeout while he was laying on his back.
Actually, I think that was Rinks that got the timeout.
Well, the senior knows best, doesn't he?
He's a very fundamental basketball player, that's for sure.
So, well, we're going to step away here for just a second.
Yep, like to give another quick shout out to Jimmy's Pizzeria, located at 1115 Canton Road, Northwest Carrollton, 44615.
I have heard Jimmy's Pizzeria is really, really good. I have some friends down here.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you like the pizza, then you're going to love the barbecue, because Jimmy's Pizzeria and Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue are owned by the same guy, so you can't go wrong with food.
Was that the same Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue we had over in the Ville?
Yep, same. Yep.
That's some good stuff. That was a franchise, there, folks. Yeah, that's some good stuff. So if you're in Carrollton, get over to Jimmy's, whether it's the pizza or the barbecue, because I'll tell you what, I'm all in on that. So Border's going to take to the hoop, layup, good. 13-7, 22 seconds left in this first quarter. As Barkin is going to reset the offense. He's going to dribble. He's going to give it off to Maloney. Maloney's going to look. 6 seconds.
5.
He's going to dribble.
2. Up.
Gives it off. Shot up. And no good.
No good.
So that's where we're going to stand. 13-7 at the end of the first quarter. We're going to step away for just a few minutes, and we'll be right back after this.
The Chop House, Carrollton, located at 117 Canton Road Northwest, Carrollton, Ohio, 44615. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Call 330-476-6428.
And we're back. Start of the second quarter here at Carrollton. Carrollton leads 13-7.
I know the last time out, we gave a little shout out to Jimmy's Pizzeria. We'll give a shout out to Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue. Put their logo up real quick. They're located at 291 West Main Street, Carrollton, Ohio, 44615.
If you're out there and you're in the area and you're by Jimmy's, bring us the barbecue, man. We love Jimmy's barbecue.
They cater. So if they cater,
we might have to do that one of these games.
Right.
So here we go, second quarter, as Border will take the inbound, gets it over to Emig. Emig on the right side, gets it back over to Border, into Williamson. He's going to look, gets it into Shrimpin. Back out to Emig. Over to Williamson on the left wing. Gets it up top to Border. Back over on the right wing to Emig. He's going to get it inside. Shot up, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by
Nice
the
save.
Warriors.
Really
As
nice save.
Brinks is going to push the other way, tries to get it to Brock Smith, and it was tipped away by the Black Bears. Into the ball game for the Black Bears is Leighton Massey. He's a freshman. Shot by Rinks is good. That's going to make it 15-7, 7-15, second quarter.
That's 6 points for Jackson Rinks.
Shrimplin gets it in, gets it back over to Williamson, who brings it across the timeline. He's going to get it over to Border on the right side, back over to the left side to Williamson, to Shrimplin. Shrimplin's going to dribble, off to Emig. Emig in the corner to Williamson. Williamson's going to dribble back up top, over to Border on the left side. He's going to look, guarded by Barkin. And they're going to get it to Emig, back over to Massey. Massey back to Emig. Emig's going to drive, cut off, and they try to get it to...
Yep, travel.
That was Shrimplin who traveled.
Not much you can do there.
Into the ball game for the Warriors is number 15, John Barong. He's a 6'1" senior. Number 15. As Rinks brings it across the timeline. Over to Maloney. He's on the left. Back over to Rinks on the right side. He's on the right wing. He's going to back it out. Brings it back up top. Resets the offense. Over to Maloney on the left side. It down in the corner to Caden Smith. Smith dribbles back up top to Rinks to Brock Smith on the right wing. Brock Smith is going to dribble into the corner to Maloney for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shrimplin. As Border's going to push the other way. Drives to the hoop. Shot up. No good. Rebounded by Caden Smith. And he's going to hand off to Rinks. Rinks is going to bring it across the timeline. Rinks is looking. Rinks is going to drive in the corner to Maloney for three. Off the rim, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by the Black Bears. Checking into the ball game for the Warriors is Caden Renninger, a 5'11" senior. Sitting down will be Brock Smith for the Warriors. Renninger, a good shooter, as he proved in Minerva. Border across the timeline, and it's going to be tapped by Barong, and shot up by Emig is good. That's a three-pointer. So it's 15-10, 5:06, second quarter. As Rinks gets it over to Caden Smith, back to Rinks up top. Rinks over to Caden Smith on the right wing. Down in the corner to Maloney. Over to Renninger. He's going to dribble. Gets it off to Rinks. He's going to fake. Looks. Caden Smith up top. He's going to hand back off to Rinks, who's going to reset the offense. Over to Maloney. Maloney to Renninger. To Rinks. Cross court to Caden Smith for three. Off the rim, no good. I'll tell you what, they're just not falling for the Warriors right now.
No, not here in the second period.
Nope, they're getting looks. They're just not going down. Emig's going to dribble, guarded tightly by Renninger. He gets past him, shot up for two, good. And we've got a ball game.
Yep.
As coach wants to have a conversation. Say, hey, guys.
You know, pull it together a little here.
Yeah.
This is tournament time.
.406 left in this second quarter. 15-12. Warriors lead. So, Caden Smith, Maloney, Brock Smith, Jackson Rinks, and Barkin for the Warriors. Emig, Shrimplin, Williamson, Border, and Massey for the Black Bears. As Barkin brings it across the timeline, gets it to Brock Smith. He's going to be double teamed. Tries to get it inside into Maloney.
Dangerous
and I'm
pass
sure coach
there.
is not going to be happy with that pass. Emig up the floor into Shrimplin, and he's going to be called for traveling.
Yep.
There was a little bit of contact there. I was waiting to see if he was going to call something, but he must have traveled before he got the contact. So Barkin across the timeline to Rinks. Rinks is going to dribble as the Black Bears come out in a man-to-man.
Nice back
over the back.
pass.
Barkin tries to get it to Caden Smith, and he's going to be.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they're going to call a foul on Massey.
Another travel, I think the ref called.
You are correct. Well, when you're laying on the ground like that, you have to establish a part of your person, whether it's your backside or a foot or something. Nice pass to Maloney.
Oh.
And no good.
That's kind of how it's going for Carrollton right now.
3:18 first quarter as Border's going to drive, dumps it off to Shrimplin. He's going to drive to the hoop, shot, and he's going to be fouled.
Yep.
So Shrimplin will shoot two. First shot.
Good.
15-13, 3:10, second quarter. Second shot. No good. Rebounded by Massey. He's going to lose it. And it was. I'll tell you what. I give it to Lincoln Maloney. He was trying to get that call. He almost talked him out of it.
Yeah, he made the ref think on that one, but that's one of those things where you kind of have to keep your cool because you cannot afford him to get a technical.
Nope. So Williamson gets it into Shrimplin. He's guarded by Smith. Up to Emig up top. Emig's got a dribble. Guarded by Brock Smith. To Border. And the ball's tipped to Massey. Shot up. Blocked by Caden Smith. Up to Maloney to Barkin. Barkin's going to go to the hoop. Layup. Good. That's what the doctor ordered for the Warriors. 17-13, 2:40. Second quarter. As Border's going to bring it across the timeline. Spins. Looking. Off to Shrimplin. Shrimplin's going to back down. Over to Massey. To Williamson, who's going to drive baseline. Layup's good. 17-15, 2:19, second quarter. Rinks across the center stripe. Over to Brock Smith. Over to Maloney. In the corner to Rinks for three. Bang! I'll tell you what, Rinks is always really good about hitting a big shot when this team needs it.
Well, he's such a fundamental basketball player, too. He knows where to be, when to be.
So stolen by Mallardy off to Rinks. And Mallardy's going to be fouled. So the Warriors will have to inbound.
Riverview definitely doesn't want him to do the fast break game.
Well, that was actually a smart foul.
Yep, because they've been doing pretty good here in the second quarter on defense.
Well, that was a breakaway easy layup as Mallardy pulls up for deep three. Shot, bang. 23-15 as they starting to find the bottom of the net for the Warriors.
I'll tell you what, the angle we're sitting at, I could tell it was in before it was in.
So Emig will inbound. Gets it off the border. Border's going to be guarded in the backcourt by Barkin. He's going to push across the center stripe. Gets it into Massey, who gets it off to Emig, back to Massey. And they're going to get him for a charge. Nice defensive play by Caden Smith.
I'll tell you what, Caden Smith's put together a pretty good defensive half so far. Couple rebounds, a couple blocks, now that charge.
So here come the Warriors, 23-15 with 1:05 second quarter. Rinks across the timeline, looks, gets it off to Caden Smith. Over to Rinks for two. Shot no good. Rebounded by Smith, no good. Rebounded by Barkin. Now Rinks out to Mallory for three. Bang! 26-15, and here come the Warriors. 42 seconds, and they're going to lose it. And tapped by the Black Bears, and they're going to get it, and they're going to get a foul on Rinks. We got a little bit of back and forth here as Emig tried to grab Rinks, and Rinks shoved him, so we need to watch that.
Things are getting a little heated here in the first half. But 35.4 seconds left to go for halftime. It seems like it just flew by.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and you definitely got to keep your composure in the playoffs. Things are going to get heated. Good teams are good at keeping their composure. So nice play for Carrollton. That is Ethan Benner, a 5'9" senior who knocks it out of bounds.
Oh, and here comes the 6'7" Luke Allison.
I'll tell you what.
And you got a standing ovation from the black hole across from us.
Well, I'll tell you what. Every time he checks in, something great happens.
Well, it seems like he always gets that block.
So Emig's going to pull for three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Caden Smith.
Nice
all the way up the floor, and it's going to be retrieved by Barkin. Barkin over to Brock Smith, who's going to drive, pulls it back out, gets it to Caden Smith. Caden Smith, 4 seconds to Barkin.
Need to get it off.
Shot up. Oh, he almost made it. No good. And that's how we're going to end the first half. 26-15 Warriors. As Lincoln Mallardy kind of found the bottom of the net on his couple of three-pointers. Jackson Rinks with a couple of shots to kind of help the Warriors separate.
Yeah, and then Caden Smith defensively just
a beast.
I mean, I know that doesn't get put on the board, but being a defensive player and getting the charge, getting the rebounds, getting the steals and the blocks like you need to, that's,
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to take a step away, kind of get some commercial breaks, maybe hear something from Tegan on the weather, and we'll be back after this.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley and Guiley.
Hello everyone, I'm Tegan Evans with the Striga Media Network. With the basketball tournaments underway, we want to give a shout out to some of the teams that we cover. The Carrollton Warriors host Riverview in the first round of the Division II Boys Playoffs, Tuesday the 21st. The Alliance Aviators will have a first round bye and will host the winner of the Canton South versus Geneva game, Friday the 24th. For the girls bracket, we are at the district semifinals. This Wednesday, number 2 Salem Quakers versus number 12 Howland Tigers at Streetsboro High School at 6 p.m. The number 3 Marlington Dukes versus number 8 West Geauga Wolverines at Nordonia High School. And the number 11 West Branch Warriors versus number 1 Canfield Cardinals at Streetsboro High School at 8 p.m. Good luck to all the schools in the tournament. We will keep you updated throughout and will provide broadcasting coverage with post-game interviews. Again, I'm Tegan Evans and this is the Striga Media Network. Have a wonderful day.
The Chop House, Carrollton, located at 117 Canton Road Northwest, Carrollton, Ohio, 44615. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Call 330-476-6428.
And we're back, folks. Striga Media Network. We want to do a little...
Give a couple quick shout-outs real quick here. We'll start with Jimmy's Pizzeria, located at 115 Canton Road Northwest, Carrollton, 44615. As we mentioned before, they're also owners of Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue, so whether you like pizza or barbecue, they got you covered.
I like both.
Well, they're not too far from one another, as Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue is 219 West Main Street, Carrollton, Ohio, 44615.
Well, I passed Jimmy's on the way here.
Oh yeah. They have that little bus there.
Yeah. Made my mouth water a little bit.
Also like to give a quick shout out to the Carrollton Chiropractic Center, located at 559 Canton Road Northwest, Carrollton, 44615. Phone number is 330-627-7611.
And then we do have one other one, too, the Chop Shop.
The Chop House Carrollton.
Chop House. Sorry, guys.
Chop House Carrollton, yep. They're located at 117 Canton Road, Northwest Carrollton. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. We actually have a little commercial for them here, and they're going to be our sponsor for player of the game, and he wants an offensive and defensive player. So two lucky kids are going to get a pretty good meal there.
Man, that sounds delicious.
Well, I got to talk to him this morning while he was prepping for the week, and I'll tell you what, it looks pretty good.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's making me hungry, all this food talk tonight.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
We might have.
I think we got the right sponsors, that's for sure.
Heck yeah.
So you can go get your back adjusted, and you can go get some pizza or barbecue or a nice steak.
We need to start figuring out how to get that catered here.
Right. Maybe for football this fall, we can get some catered up into the press box.
That sounds like a plan. So the teams are warming up. Do we have the stats for the first half, John? We have our favorite statistician with us tonight. So she's taking good care of us. Thanks, Hannah. As the teams warm up here, we got about 1:12 left here at halftime.
So it looks like Rinks and Mallory are tied for 9 apiece, leading the Carrollton Warriors. Caden Smith looks like he has about 4 rebounds, a block, and that charge he had.
Wow.
So he's got 2 points offensively, but defensively, he's stacking
you can
the
still
sheet
be
here.
one of the players of the game with the.
All right. Well, we're going offense and defense, so.
Right. So as the teams have their last conversations, I'll tell you what, our good buddy Doc Thomas would be super proud of the music going on right now as they got the Rocky theme song going on.
Right.
In fact, he wants to have a movie night over at the stadium one night with the Rocky video. I don't know how that works with copyrights, but I guess if you're not selling tickets, you could have a lot of fun. That was a little nerve-wracking there. We got a couple of tables back here, and the one behind us they have sitting up on the bleacher. I don't know how steady that is, but we're just praying they don't come down on us.
Here we go.
So here we go as Brock Smith inbounds to Jackson Rinks. He's going to be picked up by Williamson. He's going to get it over to Barkin. Barkin's going to dribble, drives down the lane. Shot up, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Shrimplin. He gets it to Emig. Emig's going to push, drives, and they're going to call a charge on Emig as Caden Smith.
Well, that's 2. Gets up a little gingerly, but that's his second charge that he stood and took of the night.
So the Warriors will come back the other way as Rinks will walk it up the backcourt. Looks over the defense, crosses the timeline. He's going to look. Over to Brock Smith. Nice backdoor pass to Brock Smith. That's going to make it 28-15. As Emig's going to spin, dribbles, loses it. And they're going to call a foul on Brock Smith. I'll tell you what, Coach Ben Belden is not happy over here on the Black Bears bench. And he's letting them know it.
Yeah, kind of been back and forth all night here.
As Rinks is going to steal it. He's going the other way. Layup's good. 30-15, 7:09 for his third quarter. They hadn't quite changed the score when I looked up, so.
Well, you got to have your head on a swivel with Jackson Rinks. He sees a full court, and he'll take advantage of you if you're not paying attention.
So Williams picks up his dribble. They get it off to Shrimplin. Over to Emig, pulls back for 3. No good. Rebounded by Shrimplin. He's going to turn, takes to the hoop, blocked by Brock Smith, or Caden Smith. All these Smiths on the floor, sometimes you get them mixed up. So the Black Bears will inbound. They get it into Belden, stolen by Caden Smith. Mr. Johnny on the spot.
He had Barkin on the run there.
So Rinks gets it over to Caden Smith on the right wing. He's going to fake. Or back over to Rinks on the left. To Maloney at the top of the circle. Maloney going to back it out. Dribbles. And he's going to throw it away.
Yep.
Little miscommunication between him and Barkin.
As soon as he threw that pass, Maloney knew it.
So Borders pushing it up the other way. Gets it over to Williamson. Williamson on the right side is going to drive. Kicks it over to Emig.
Running out of real estate there.
Emig's going to lose it to Williamson. Tosses up top to Porter. To
Nice
Williamson
pass.
underneath. No good. Rebounded by Massey. Massey's going to drive. Turns. Retrieved by Barkin.
I'll tell you what, that was a dog fight.
And we're going to have a foul on Williamson.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a dog fight in the paint there for a little bit.
Yeah.
A little back and forth action.
So Brock Smith will inbound for the Warriors. Gets it off to Mallory. Mallory across the timeline. Gets it off to Rinks on the left wing. He's going to dribble to the top of the circle. Looks. Backs it out. Still looking. Gets it off to Mallory. Mallory inside to Brock Smith. Brock Smith going to turn. Fakes. Kicks it back out to Mallory. Jackson Rinks at the top. Rinks at the top of the circle, looking. Fakes to the corner to Barkin. Barkin's going to dribble. Fakes back out to Smith. In the corner for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Williamson. Oh, we got a shove here, too. Wow. Williamson got his pocket picked. And who was that over there? Mallarney. Shoved Mallarney, but then the ball went off of Caden Smith, so they and the referee was paying attention to the ball and didn't see the shove by Williamson. So Borders going to get the ball, pushes it up the floor to Shrimplin, who's going to drive, takes it to the hoop, layup good. 30-17, 4:50, third quarter. As Rinks is going to cross the center stripe, guarded by Border. He's looking over to Caden Smith. Caden Smith going to dribble, drives to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled. I believe that foul is on Emig.
Yep, that's his second foul of the night. Third team foul for the Black Bears.
So that will put Caden Smith at the free throw line. Shot up.
Good.
It's good.
And hitting your points, getting your points on the foul line, that's crucial in the tournament.
Well, if you're not a second shot, if you're not a good free throw shooting team, you're liable to go home early.
There's another shove.
We're going to get another shove.
They saw that one.
Yep. So that's going to be two quick fouls on Emig.
The Black Hole retaliates on that one. Actually, the whole bench stood up and everything.
So we're going to have a timeout here as the Black Bears coach, I think, wants to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, maybe settle them down just a little bit.
Yeah, get your composure, guys. That's a couple of shoves we've seen here back to back. So we're going to take a quick breather. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
The Chop House, Carrollton, located at 117 Canton Road Northwest, Carrollton, Ohio, 44615. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Call 330-476-6428.
We're back, folks. Here at Carrollton, 32-17, 4:33, third quarter. As we've got Yoder, Massey, Border, Shrimplin, and Emig for the Black Bears. Mallarney, Caden Smith, Brock Smith as they try to get it to Mallarney and it's thrown away. To Yoder, to Border. Layup's good. So Riggs is going to push the other way. He's going to dribble, drives over in the corner to Mallarney. He's going to drive baseline. Gets it off to Brock Smith. And they're going to say it was not touched by a Black Bear. So the ball's going to go over to the Riverview. So Barkin, Brock Smith, Caden Smith, Mallarney, and Jackson Rinks for the Warriors. So Yoder's going to drive to the hoop. Off to Shrimplin. Drive, shoots. No good. Rebounded. And they're going to get Rinks on a foul. Oh, they called it on Mallarney.
That's his first foul of the night.
So Shrimplin will shoot. First shot. No good. .359, third quarter. Second shot.
Good.
Is good. That's going to make it 32-20. Warriors.
Slowly clawing their way back in this.
Barkin to Caden Smith. Over to Brock Smith.
Ooh.
Back over to Caden Smith. To Rinks up top. They're going to reset. Rinks going to dribble left.
3:40 left in the third.
to Maloney. He's going to drive baseline.
Oh.
Gets it off to Brock Smith.
Nice.
Layup's good. Nice drop off to Smith by Maloney as Ebix coming the other way. He's going to dribble, looking. He's up top. Guarded by Brock Smith. And
Ooh,
Smith is going to
nice.
steal. He's pushing the other way. He's going to go up to the hoop. Layup, good.
Nice steal.
36-20, 3:09, third quarter. As the Warriors stretch the lead. Emick, double teamed.
Travel.
He's going to travel. Emick's talking to himself a little bit. So coach will sit him down. Williamson back into the ball game. Rinks coming across the timeline. Over to Brock Smith. Inside to Caden Smith, blocked by Massey, and they're going to call a foul on, I believe, Caden Smith. Yep. That's Caden Smith's second foul.
So we got 3 team fouls for Carrollton and 4 for Riverview.
Yoder to
Ooh.
Williamson.
Almost stepped out of bounds there.
And it's going to be stolen
again.
by Smith. I'll tell you what.
Well, the defense of Smith and Smith tonight.
So drives to the hoop, shot good. That's going to be Williamson with the layup. 36-22. Brock Smith gets it back to Rinks. Across the center stripe. 2:22, third quarter. Gets it over to Maloney. Maloney back out to Caden Smith, who's going to drive to the hoop. Shot up, blocked. And they're going to call last touch by Smith out of bounds. So Yoder to Massey.
Come out in a full court press for the
Back
Warriors.
out to Yoder. Well, sometimes stirring that, getting it up the floor. Oh, nice pass. Blown layup by, ooh. That was a dangerous play by Williamson.
It looks like Rinks had some words there.
Yeah, you got to watch what you say, though, because they'll tee you up real quick in the playoffs.
Yep.
They're warning Coach. You need to stop. He told him stop. I'll hear what you have to say, but you need to stop. He must have towed the line a little bit with what he was saying. He's still on him, though. So Rinks is coming up the backcourt. Double teamed. He's going to get it off to Caden Smith. Over in the corner to Barkin for 3. Long, no good. Rebounded by Williamson. 36-22.
Minute 35 left.
So
Here in the
Porter
third.
dribble out top.
Oh,
Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Caden Smith.
again.
Up to Rinks.
Nice.
Almost stolen. In the corner to Brock Smith. Layup is no good. So we're trying to watch the sound here a little bit as we've got.
Almost stolen by Caden Smith.
We don't want to get in trouble for some inclement language. So, shot up by Emick. Emick coming, or Smith coming the other way for the Warriors. He's going to get it out to Rinks. Over to Maloney, who's going to drive baseline, pulls it back out. Up top to Brock Smith. To Rinks. Rinks on the left side. Backs it back out.
30 seconds.
guarded by Shrimplin. Shrimplin keeps stepping out on Rinks. Rinks keeps faking. 17 seconds.
Looks like we're looking for the last shot here.
To Caden Smith. Caden Smith off to Mallardy. He's going to split the defense. Takes it to the hole, and he's going to lose it. Oh, nice play by...
0.6 seconds left.
Yeah, nice play by Ethan Benner. He just reached down and grabbed the ball and took it away from the Black Bear that was laying on the floor. So Brock Smith is going to kick it into Caden Smith for three.
Oh,
and it goes off the rim.
Almost.
So 36-22 at the end of the third quarter. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back after this.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
And we're back, folks. Start of the fourth quarter. (36-22), Warriors lead. It's still been a battle, though.
Oh, yeah. As the Black Bears have battled all night long. At one point, it was 17-15, a two-point game.
Yeah, this game's not over by any stretch of the imagination. So coming out for the Black Bears is Emick, Yoder, Border, Shrimplin, and Massey. For the Warriors, it's Barkin, Smith, Jackson Rinks, Caden Smith, and Lincoln Mallardy. As Border's going to dribble, he goes to the right, kicks it into the corner to Shrimplin for three. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. Up to Florida, Brock Smith. He's going to take it to the hoop, fakes. And they're going to call it travel. So they're going to get Brock Smith for a travel. So Emick's going to bring it the other way, coming up the backcourt. Over to Border. To Yoder. Yoder turns, gives it off to Massey. Massey looks. Back to Yoder. Yoder dribbles. Cut off by Rinks. And it's going to be stolen by Brock Smith. He's coming the other way over to Rinks. Layup.
Good.
38-22, 7-10, fourth quarter. As Emick's dribbling in the backcourt. He's guarded by Brock Smith. He's going to push. Takes it down the lane. Shot up. And he's going to be fouled. So Emick will go to the free throw line.
Yep, that was on Mallory. His second.
As Williamson set to check back in. Shot up. No good. So Williamson will come in and Yoder will sit down for the Black Bears. 6:58 left in the ball game. Shot up. Rims off. Rebounded by Mallardy. To Rinks. Across the center stripe to Caden Smith. Over to Barkin, who loses it out of bounds.
He wants that back.
Well, he saw the open shot and he saw an open man underneath the hoop, and he wanted to try and.
Yep, ball first.
Yep.
It's like a receiver seeing that touchdown.
Stolen by Brock
steal.
Smith to Barkin, back to Smith. He's going to pull it back out to Rinks. Shot no good. Rebounded by Barkin. Layup and follow-up is good. 40-22. As Emick's coming across the center stripe the other way. Emick gonna take it to the hoop, and he'll be fouled.
Oh. There's a little jawing going on out there.
So Emick will shoot. It's good. 40-23. Second shot is good. Rinks will inbound. 40-24. Warriors lead. Up to Brock Smith, or Mallory, excuse me. To Caden Smith. There's Brock Smith to save the day. Wow, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Over to Caden Smith. He's going to fake. He's going to drive to the hoop. Layup. No good.
Wow.
Rinks recovers, and it's going to go, and it goes in. Nice shot by Jackson Rinks.
Always aware.
Well,
his awareness level's got to be 110% tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's one of those shots a la Michael Jordan where you just kind of absorb the contact, reach out, and kind of lay it in. So we're going to stay right here. 42-24, 5:49 left in this ball game here.
Give a quick shout out to the Carrollton Chiropractic Center, as well as Jimmy's Pizzeria. And Jimmy's Backyard Barbecue. And lastly, the Chop House in Carrollton for player of the game.
Yep, offense and defensive. I'll tell you what, if I'm a basketball player, a student athlete, and I get handed
The Chop House?
it's on.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe a gas card or a McDonald's card or something like that is all fine and dandy, but you get handed steak dinner.
Right.
Now we're talking.
So Williamson gonna dribble, drives, loses it, gets it to Smith, and he'll be fouled. I'll tell you what, about 3 of those tonight, Brock Smith just happened to be in the right place at the right time, didn't
he had some great steals. It's between him and Caden, man. Both of those guys have defensively, the defensive backcourt are Smith and Smith.
So Caden Smith walking it up the backcourt into Jackson Rinks. Rinks over to Caden Smith, to Mallory, to Barkin in the corner. Barkin to nice pass to Brock Smith, layup good. 44-24, 5:17, fourth quarter as Emick comes across the timeline. Into the corner to Shrimplin. Shrimplin back to Emick. Emick's going to dribble, pulls for 3, and he'll shoot 3.
Yep.
And Caden Smith knew it.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, that was a nice play by Emick as he came off the pick and pulled exactly right where you're supposed to.
Yep, that's Caden Smith's 4th foul, so he's got to be careful here with 5 minutes left.
Shot up.
Good.
44-25, 5:05 left in this ball game. Second shot.
Good.
Is good. So that's going to give 9 points for Emick. And he'll shoot 1 more. And it's good.
It's all 3.
Well, I correct myself as he has 12. The scoreboard was incorrect at the time, so Brock Smith, Jackson Rinks up top. He's going to dribble, drives, kicks it back out to Barkin. To Mounterty in the corner for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Barkin. Back up top to Rinks. Into Barkin. Fakes, shot. Good. 46-27, 4:33 left in the ball game. Emick dribbling across the timeline. And that's going to be back out top to Massey. Massey loses it, and it's going to be picked up by Barkin to Mounterty. He's going to push, dribbles, pulls it back out, waits for his friends. Over to Rinks on the left wing. To Brock Smith on the left wing, or the left corner, back out top to Rinks. Rinks is going to dribble, drives, takes it to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled.
Yep.
Into the ball game for the first time is number 32, Andrew Barong.
I believe that puts him at the line. That gives Riverview 17 fouls.
So Rinks will shoot. First shot.
Good.
It's good.
That gives
47-27.
That gives him 16 on the night.
Second shot. Off the rim. No good.
Almost got it.
Rinks saves it.
Oh.
Border retrieves it for the Black Bears. Gives it off. Emick for three. Rims out. No good. Rebounded by Barong. Over to Rinks. Up the floor to Brock Smith. He's going to pull it back out. Gets it to Rinks up top. Rinks fakes. Guarded by Shrimplin. Rinks is going to dribble. Back over to Barkin on the right side. He's going to get it back over to Rinks. Rinks is going to dribble, drives, takes it to the hole.
Somehow he got it out.
Wrong. Over to Mallory.
Coach wants a timeout.
So we're going to take a quick breather. We'll step away for just a second, and we'll be right back.
The Chop House, Carrollton, located at 117 Canton Road Northwest, Carrollton, Ohio, 44615. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Call 330-476-6428.
And we're back, folks. 3:05 left in this ball game. 47-27. Warriors lead over the Black Bears of Riverview. I'll tell you what, the score is not conducive of what the game actually is. Seems like it's been a lot tighter than what the score says.
Well, at one point it was only a 2-point lead by the Warriors, and I don't know what Coach said at halftime, but whatever he did, it gave him a little kick of energy, and they kind of pulled away here in the second half.
Well, hitting their shots too didn't hurt. As the Black Bears come to the floor, Summers, Massey, Emick, Border, and Shrimplin. For the Warriors, it's Benner, Brock Smith, Mounterny, Renninger, and Caden Smith. Mounterny with the ball. He's going to dribble, gets it off to Brock Smith, cross court to Benner. Benner back over to Mounterny. He gets it off to Caden Smith, back to Mounterny. Mounterny is going to dribble, and he's going to be fouled by Summers. So Mounterny will go to the free throw line with 2:46 left in this ball game. First shot.
Good.
And Allison will check in for Brock Smith. Luke Allison, a 6'7" junior. Second shot is good. It's going to make it 49-27, 2:45 left in the ball game as Emick to border.
Oh, nice.
And knocked away by Mallory.
I thought it was coming after us here.
Well, Lincoln saw that one coming the whole way. So Summers into Emick, back over to Summers. To border. To Summers. Summers brings it back out top. Gets it over to Emick to Shrimplin. Shrimplin looks. Back out top to Emick. Over to Summers. Over to Border on the right wing. He's going to dribble back out top. Gets it over to Summers on the left wing. Back over to Border. Into the corner to Shrimplin. Cross court to Emick. He's going to fake. Into the corner to Summers for three. No good. Rebounded by Caden Smith. He's going to get it over to Mallory. 1:55 left in this fourth quarter. So Mallory is going to be fouled by Summers. So he'll go to the free throw line. That'll be the second quick foul on Summers. And set to check in for the Black Bears will be number 10, Scott Moses, and number 23, Preston Yoder. Summers and Massey will sit down. As Mallory has one more shot. As Caden Smith will sit down and John Barong will come into the ball game. So second shot.
Good.
51-27 as Lincoln Mallory will sit down and Carter Higgins makes his first appearance of the ball game. He's a 5'9" junior. So Emick, cross court to Yoder. He's going to dribble, kicks it back out. Nobody home. Border retrieves it. Over to Moses. Back over to Border on the left side. Gets it to Yoder for three. Bang! 51-30.
Minute 20 left. Fourth quarter.
As Rinniger is going to look. He's on the right wing. Over to Benner. In the corner to Higgins. Higgins picks up his dribble. Stolen by Border. And his layup's good. 51-32. As we have mass substitutions for both teams. Checking in for the Warriors is number 33, Everett Brooks. And Ethan Benner will sit down. In for the Black Bears is Summers, number 3, Albertson, number 2, 22 is Andrews, and 24, Chase Wright. So they get it into Barong, who gets it back out top to Rinniger, into the corner, to the right wing, inside to Barong. He's going to dribble, drives, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession stays with the Warriors with 28.6 seconds left in this ball game. They get it to Rinniger. He's going to pull for three. Bang! And that puts the nail in the coffin. 54-32, 19 seconds left in this game. As Summers gets the ball for the Black Bears, he's going to dribble. Gets it up top to the left wing. To the right wing. And they're going to dribble it. Cross court. 2, 1.
That's your game.
And that's your ball game, folks. As the Warriors
will advance.
Are victorious. 54-32.
Yep, they're going to move on to play number 14 Claymont Saturday here at 7 p.m.
We will have that game for you as our friends here at the Carrollton invited us back already, so we'll be here. Tell you what, good game for the Warriors.
Yeah,
competitive game in the first half.
Yeah, they had to make some adjustments there at halftime to make it, to kind of pull away in the second half. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it seemed like once the Warriors got their bearings, started to hit their shots, they just kind of pulled away, and everything just kind of went their way after that. The Black Bears played a tough game. They just ran into a very strong, deep team in the Warriors.
A lot of fundamental basketball players for the Warriors here.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of going to be hard to do player of the game. I think offensively, I'm going to have to go with Jackson Rinks. He had 15 points on the night, but he also had a couple rebounds, a steal. He was nice passes inside.
He was Johnny on the spot, kind of ran the offense.
It definitely runs through him, and it did tonight. So I think he's offensively the player of the game. Defensively, for me, it's a toss-up. Caden Smith, definitely in the first half, a lot of rebounds, took a couple good charges, a couple of blocks, and then in the second half he had a couple more rebounds and a block and a steal. But Brock Smith in the second half, I think he had about 4 steals.
Yeah.
It seemed like back-to-back. That's what really got him going in the second half to pull away.
Yeah, I agree. I'd have to say Brock Smith definitely stepped up for him. That's, when you're a senior like he is, you just do what you can for the team. And Caden Smith, I'll tell you what, he played a heck of a defensive game. And I agree with you. Jackson Rinks, the offense started and finished with him, and he definitely led the charge.
Right. Brock Smith also added offensively 10 points. So.
Yep.
But I think Caden should get the defensive one just because he really kept him in the game with his rebounding and a couple huge, charges that he took in the first half, and then in the second half, he got another steal and another block. So.
Yep.
To me, I think he might be the defensive player of the game.
So our players of the game are Caden Smith for defense and Jackson Rinks for offense. I want to thank you for coming on with me tonight, John. We had a lot of fun, as usual. And the folks down here at Carrollton always treat us very, very well.
Yep, always do.
So thanks for everybody for joining us tonight. It was a great game by the Warriors. They finished strong. And we'll be back here on Saturday. We have the Marlington Dukes taking on West Geauga tomorrow night up in Nordonia. So we'll be out and about the next couple of days, and then we'll be back here on Saturday night.
Friday we're going to be at Alliance with either against Canton South or Geneva. So fun-filled week.
Right. So, again, thanks for coming on with us. Till next time, have a great night, everyone.